So, usual format, we'll invite online, TV, radio to kick off, and then we will continue with an embargoed section. So, Will.
Caelan, how are you? I was chatting to Dan during the week, and I was saying to him about South Africa, and he kind of said to me, there are no weaknesses in the South African team. How do you prepare for a team that pretty much doesn't have very many weaknesses?
It's a challenge. I mean, it's always getting the balance right between focusing on ourselves and getting the best out of ourselves, fixing a few things from last weekend and improving there, but also being fully aware of the threats they're going to bring and having full respect in how we prepare for them. Yeah, they're pretty comprehensive in how they play the game. Obviously, their DNA is up front, set piece, maul, strong scrum, good discipline, winning the momentum and gain line battle. But with Tony Brown coming in, they've got the added component now of being able to play wide and deep and very strong on transitions. They obviously kick the ball a lot and can be very dangerous on turnover balls. So yeah, being mentally sharp and focused for the full 80 minutes and not giving them ins around discipline or scraps is going to be important for us.
Is there a little bit of extra pressure for you then as a leader to, when you're on the pitch, adapt and almost punish things that you might see in the moment, or in those couple of moments where there might be a short weakness for a couple of minutes, for you to direct the team then?
Yeah, I think so, and something we've spoken about this week, but over the last number of years, is loving the adversity. We're aware that they're going to have momentum at times in the game, decisions are going to go with them, the ball is going to fall and bounce in their way at times, and loving the adversity. Of course, loving when momentum's with us and aiming for that, but being aware that's not going to be the case for the full 80 minutes.
And then finally, a win over South Africa, number one ranked team in the world. Perfect way to end the year?
I think so. I think probably the success of this November hinges a little bit on our performance this weekend. Momentum has obviously built nicely as the weeks have gone on, but this is the real test now, so there's a lot of excitement for it.
Thanks, Paul.
Kevin, would you consider this to be a grudge match against South Africa? There's obviously been a lot of recent history between the teams.
Yeah, there's definitely a rivalry there. There's a strong understanding of how we both want to play the game. We've had some good results. They've beaten us over there as well in 2024. So, yeah, there's a lot on the line tomorrow. That's the feeling anyway, and lads are very excited about it.
How much do you rely on the crowd and the atmosphere? And you know, Saturday night, it's going to be pretty hopping for such a big game. Is that something you talk about? Is that something you like to draw on?
Definitely, yeah. Like, it's a privilege to be involved in this game. The 8:10 kick-off last week and 5:40 tomorrow are going to be special. Looking back to, well, obviously the World Cup in 2023, the atmosphere we had there was one of the best I've experienced, but the year before here in 2022 was very special as well. So, yeah, we're looking forward to hearing the crowd tomorrow, and they make a proper difference to us.
Just on the same topic about the crowd, just remember at the start of the Japan match, Ireland had a penalty and kicked for points, and you know, at the start of the Australia match, it was a quick tap and go. And is that something you spoke about? You know, when you say it's a two-way street about giving the crowd something to cheer about, you talked about the impact on the crowd of kicking to the corner when you maybe have a gimme 3 points tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, you still got to make the sensible decision and play what's in front of you. But being aware that the crowd will get involved and get behind us in those bigger decisions. But yeah, it's still got to be the right one.
We've seen a few red cards overturned on appeal, and I think tomorrow's review officer is the same guy from the New Zealand game who lost that. As a captain, have you voiced any concerns about maybe inexperienced guys being foul play review officers? Because you have to stick up for your team as well, and it's going down the line to maybe guys who haven't had top level refereeing experience. Is that something that you or anyone that from the team has brought up or concerned? No,
we haven't discussed it, and I mean it's the coaches who will be dealing with that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Darren?
Caelan, you're a few weeks back with the squad now. Do you find you're happier with the Ireland squad? Are you a happier person when you're back playing rugby for your country?
Yeah, I mean, there's responsibilities, but it's a massive privilege to be in this position. Like, during the injury period, you look forward to these big games, coming straight back in to Chicago and being back in the Aviva the last couple of weeks as well. It's properly special, and yeah, I don't take it for granted at all.
At the start of the year, I know Ed Beth was talking about earmarking this fixture. Would you be the same when you see this on your calendar at the start of the season?
Yeah, well, we were aware that we had a big November with proper quality teams throughout, but like this week is a special one. And like I said, the last game, last test match of the year for us, momentum has been built and wanting to finish on a proper high.
Ed?
Hi, Caelan. Can I just check, does everyone come through the captain's run okay? And can I just ask specifically about Matt, because two of his fingers were taped together, is he okay?
Everyone trade fully.
Yeah, everyone's good, yeah.
And just in terms of the match, Ireland obviously had the better of these games recently and very good home record, but the bookmakers and the pundits seem to be suggesting that South Africa are favourites. Do you view yourselves as underdogs going into this match?
We're not concerned with the external noise around that. Like I say, there's a good feeling in camp, there's excitement about this game, there's the awareness that it's going to be a proper challenge and we're going to need to be at our best, physically more than anything. But there's definitely belief that we can do the job if we're there.
Okay, that's it for the live section. Thank you. If we could invite Daly.